Capricorns, welcome into your intuitive tarot reading. This is for the month of May. So we're going to see what is going on for you guys. We are tapping into your current energies or the collective of Capricorns, right? So this, just be cognizant of that. This is for the collective. It applies to Sun Capricorns, Moon, Rising / Ascendant, Venus or North Node Capricorns. And we're tapping into your the current energies to kind of see what are the potentialities here or the potential timelines, right? And if you're new here, welcome. And just to explain, you know, tarot is a tool to help us navigate our every now moment, right? It helps us to give us guidance, perspective, awareness. And when I say potential timelines, it means there's always different potentialities about what could occur in your next now moment. And it all depends on where you're at right here, right now. So where your current energy is lying tells you what is your next timeline or next event or next outcome, whatever. And as usual, we all have free will. And that's the beauty of tarot or intuitive readings is you can say, okay, based on my energy, do I really like the timeline that I'm headed on? And if you don't, you can change it, right? But that means you have to change either your reaction to something, how you respond to something, a decision, change how you want to live your life, change what you want to do, how you want to be. So there's all sorts of opportunities here. And we are in May, so we just went through a major energetic kind of month in April. And the biggest thing that just occurred April 25th was Uranus moved into Gemini. So we're going to kind of see how that energy is already starting to unfold for all the zodiac signs. And because Uranus is going to be in Gemini for 7-8 years, it's not like, you know, we're going to drastically see something right off the bat. It takes time, you know, especially those outer planets, because they're inside signs longer. It's kind of a slower, you know, unfoldment. So you can usually look at the first year and kind of it'll start showing you, hey, this is the direction I'm going, or this is the lessons I need to learn, or these are the things that this energy is trying to get me to see. It's going to be a little different for everyone, but for the most part, right, we know the energy of Uranus, we know the energy of Gemini, so we can kind of see where this is going to impact us personally and collectively. Sagittarians, Capricorns, I don't think you, let me double check. Yeah, you're a cardinal sign. So since Gemini is a mutable sign, the mutable signs are going to be kind of impacted the most by this Uranus shift. You might want to take a look if you have these zodiac signs strongly in your birth chart, but it would be Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. But as a sun sign, Capricorn, you're not as impacted there. Let's see. As usual, just kind of just wanted to put a plug out there for my bracelets that I hand make, and I do energy. I charge them. I do Reiki. We cleanse them so that they are fully activated and ready for you to use. And if anyone's interested in a personal reading with me, you can go to my website and check it out there. All right. Let's see where we're starting here. The foundational energies for Capricorn, Voyage of the Heart. Sagittarius just got that one too. Love flows through you and to you. Transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. And joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Yeah, these are just very key messages, Capricorn. So you've been through something. You've been through a voyage, okay, metaphorically here. You've been through a path on your life. You've been through something. And now, like, you've gone through a major transformation. So there could have been some sort of major ending, or you've really gone through some huge, to me, like, life change where some part of your life, you're starting something new. So it could be a relationship ended. It could be a job. It could be approach to how you're doing your job. You could have moved, you know, something new. And part of it is because you are literally, like what I've been talking about for months, you're starting to really realize, like, the key to life is in every now moment following your joy, following your delight, following your passion. And that's exactly the key message for you in May. Keep doing it, Capricorns. And as you keep doing this, you're going to realize that, yeah, there's going to be layers of your life that once you follow your joy and follow your passion, certain things don't align anymore. So that's where we have this like rebirth energy here. And you're going to start really seeing new energy come into your life. And more love and positivity is going to start flowing in as well. So I like this energy for you for May. Let's get some the Gilded Reverie Lenormand cards. So we have the Tower, the Fox, and the Stork. So the Stork also represents some sort of some new beginning here. Starting something new. The Fox is looking at the Tower here. I'm going to just, let's see, read the Tower. But the Tower in the Lenormand deck is different than the Tower in the Tarot. So the Tower represents corporations, organizations, institutes, governments. That's what this Tower influences or kind of represents in this deck. I am boundaries, restrictions, so be mindful of isolation. I describe your ambitions as well as your expectations. So this could represent a structure that offers protection and security. So I feel like with this Fox card, it's almost like it is a false sense. It is a false sense of security, or something that you're tied to is not for your highest good anymore. And that's where this new energy, this is like the guidance here is really doing something different and cutting yourself from this. Because there's some sort of like red flag that your higher self is trying to get you to see. So it's kind of like it's like a caution. It's a red flag that something isn't for your highest good anymore. It could also be something that's changing a lot. It could be like a corporation, a job, a company. This could be tied to your job, but something's changing a lot that, like, I feel like you kind of need to watch out, because a lot of it really, it could be fine print or things that they're not fully telling you that really aren't serving you anymore. And it's going to actually, you know, hit you negatively more. So let's see. Let's dig into the tarot and see what more detail. So we have the Queen of Wands come out. But, you know, now though, this is like you have the ability, you have the knowledge, you have the confidence, you have the, like, the magnetism, the passion, the creativity to deal with this and to do something new or do something for yourself. So I like that energy. 5 of Cups and the King of Cups. Interesting. This was kind of a similar, this is very similar to the Sagittarius reading. So if you are connected to a Sag or have a lot of Sag in your chart, I would take a look at that reading. But the difference is that was really very focused on relationship. There's now, like we talked about, a lot of work or something to be wary of. But this to me is some sort of connection. So this could be like a boss or a colleague or a business partner. Something definitely went south. Something happened that, oops, I'm shaking everything up, that someone felt hurt. Someone's feelings were hurt. Something was lost. It's almost like you were really trying to succeed at something or win something and it didn't work out. But like there's 2 people tied to this. We got the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So let's get more info. Justice card. Okay, yeah, something definitely, someone of the party felt they got the short end of the stick with how this unfolded. We got the Hierophant in reverse. I did not put reversals in here, so if a reversal comes out, to me, it's kind of like divinely orchestrated here. So the Hierophant in reverse, definitely someone led someone astray. Okay, so somebody took the advice or the direction of a boss or higher up leader or someone that they felt like knew what they were talking about or doing. And I feel like it ended up not being good for somebody. So that could be you. You could, more than likely it was you, but the World, endings and new beginnings. Yeah. So this situation had to happen because something had to really push you to move on your own or move away from this person or working together in this way. It could be a company, I don't know, but something really is pushing you to do something new. And I feel more on your own or doing something completely different here. You know, in another sense, for some of you, this King of Cups could be someone new coming in that's opening up an opportunity for you to leave something or to start something new. Page of Cups, an offer or a message offering you something here. 3 of Pentacles and the Devil. So yeah, this definitely was a working relationship. If it was like a romantic partnership, this was like you actually maybe working together something or trying to do something. That's more, to me, this is more work related. I mean, for some of you, it could have been anyone, a friend, some sort of family member that, like, you know, you did something with. Maybe you invested money or gave them money or went in together on something. I don't know. But the 3 of Pentacles too is about trying to work together and make something successful. But to me, it didn't. It wasn't successful. There's definitely reference to a karmic situation or person here with the Devil energy. So this was very karmic. With the Justice card, though, there was like, when we come together in karmic situations, relationships, or a huge karmic situation that ended badly, obviously, right, we signed up for that. We contracted that from a soul perspective because there was some sort of lesson there, or there was you just between you and the person or people had to karmically show up in that way and work through that energy to kind of either it was for you, usually it's for everyone, but this to me was a big karmic situation for you, and there was definitely loss here and disappointment. And you definitely followed a more traditional path with whatever this was and how it unfolded. And I think probably you had some insight or intuition here that like, oh, like you didn't want to go down the traditional path, or you felt like we shouldn't just follow whatever someone's telling us to do. And, but you did it, and it kind of, again, someone could even try to apologize for what happened, but I just feel like there's an ending to this and a new beginning. You did go through the transformation card, so there could be a big ending to this where you're not going to, accept kind of, you're kind of accepting the loss, but you're going to move forward on your own or in a new way. But something ended. This working relationship, this friendship, this partnership definitely ended. Let's see, what's the Five of Cups? Four of Pentacles, disappointment. Disappointment, you could have lost some money here. You definitely went through or still are going through a little of like, poor me. Like, why did this happen? But it's like, I think you can look back and you saw the red flags here. You definitely saw the red flags. Let's talk to this King of Cups. What do you say, King of Cups? Woo, Death card, yeah. This ended, this relationship ended, this connection ended, whatever it was. You have the Death card twice with the transformation, and then you have the World card. What's this Hierophant in reverse? Ten of Cups. So, actually, for some of you, this could have been a divorce. Or a long-term relationship that ended here. This is really interesting because, like, if you are a Scorpio that it just ended a relationship with a Sagittarian, I would definitely watch the Sagittarian reading. But yeah, that went astray. We have the Hierophant in reverse, which Hierophant can also be like a committed situation, like a long-term commitment, and that can refer to marriage. And that in reverse with this Ten of Cups is also about like happiness and kind of, if happily ever after. But I definitely feel like this ended. But I also think this is saying that now this is ended. Now, like, you have this opening up, this new path where you can actually bring in something that's really happy for you. That's really what you've always wanted. What's the Devil? Strength, courage. Yeah, overcoming this karmic situation. And justice. So I like this because, like, the karmic thing is kind of like you've kind of cleared out that karma. So now you can, like, kind of be free of that. Let's see. One more. Well, let's talk to the Queen of Wands quick. So either you're the Queen of Wands or the King of Cups, but I'm kind of feeling like more, if you're watching this, you're the Queen of Wands, because that's you coming in your power now and finding the courage. You have this confidence and courage now. You've kind of found this like passion about, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm going to move forward, start this new path. And I definitely feel like you're feeling good about this. Yeah, Knight of Cups. So there definitely could be someone new coming in. There's someone new that wants to come in here. So that could be in May, but it kind of is dependent on this closing up of this other situation, relationship. and the Empress. So they really see you as this Empress, like their person. So definitely, like, I wouldn't focus too much on that right now. I think there's still this closing up that needs to happen, but I think this is just to help you see there's a better path for you. Yes, there's light at the end of the tunnel. There is someone better. If you're sitting in this Four of Pentacles, like, maybe I'll never find anyone. Maybe there's no one that's right for me, or a situation that's right. There is going to be. And I think this is the right, like, karmically aligned person for you. All right, Capricorns. Very interesting. A little dramatic flair here. So something definitely has been, and that's been the energy, right? Like, if something didn't end in 2025, it definitely was ending the beginning of 2026. And you're closing this chapter up. On to bigger and better. Well, thanks for joining in, you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you have not yet joined the Soul Tribe here. And stay connected. And as I continue to help support you in your spiritual growth, expansion, ascension here. Yeah, and stay connected by hitting that bell. But I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.